Meowdy, fellow citizens of the crumbling democratic experiment. As the Canadian federal election inches closer, the airwaves are thick with buzzwords, bots, and BS, and not the kind that makes good fertilizer. So gather round, two-legged thinkers, because today I'm sharpening my claws on one of democracy's biggest threats, political disinformation. Let's unravel what it is, why it works, who's behind it, spoiler, the usual suspects, and most importantly, how you, dear viewer, can stop being a useful idiot and start being a useful intellect. Please take a moment to do your due diligence, like, subscribe and share to get the word out. That's right, share true information to help beat the mass of garbage out there which is stinking up my litter box. Disinformation is not the same as misinformation. Misinformation is incorrect or misleading info shared by someone who doesn't know better. Disinformation, on the other paw, is deliberately false or manipulated content created with malicious intent. It's the political version of spraying perfume on a litter box and telling you it smells like freedom. Disinformation is used to confuse the public, undermine trust in democratic institutions, amplify division and tribalism, push fringe ideas into the mainstream, influence elections, domestic and foreign. And yes, my dear Canadian humans, you are a target. Russian troll farms and American alt-right groups don't care that you're polite and love maple syrup. They want to see you fight. They want your democracy to fail. And they're using the internet to turn you into sock puppets with voting rights. The 5 rules of stupid people, and how they enable disinformation. I have a theory, clawfully borrowed from Italian historian Carlo M. Cipola's legendary essay, The Basic Laws of Human Stupidity. Here's a feline-friendly version. Stupid people are dangerous. They harm others and themselves. Disinformation thrives in the minds of people who share without thinking and rage without reflection. You can't predict what stupid people will do, only that it will hurt. One moment they're quoting conspiracy theories. The next, they're storming Parliament in a moose hat. Stupid people exist in all walks of life. Wealth, education, or status do not guarantee immunity. Some of the loudest voices in politics are just well-dressed dimwits. Non-stupid people often underestimate the danger of stupid people. We think we can debate them, or that their ideas will collapse under scrutiny. But in the time it takes to fact-check one lie, they've posted 50 more. A stupid person is more dangerous than a bandit. A bandit at least acts in self-interest. The stupid person creates chaos with no gain, like a kitten knocking a glass off the table just because. How to recognize disinformation in the wild. Like a cat detecting the faintest rustle in the bushes, you can learn to spot disinformation before it pounces on your brain. Here's what to look for. If it makes you feel rage, fear, or euphoria before you've even finished the sentence, pause up. Disinformation often hijacks your amygdala before your logic circuits kick in. Tip: take a breath. Ask, why does this make me feel so strongly? Is it trying to manipulate me? If a headline says a politician cured cancer, punched a baby, or got endorsed by Jesus Christ, claws out. Disinformation loves extremes. Search for the claim in multiple trusted sources. If only one shady site is reporting it, it's probably catnip-laced garbage. Is it quoting a top expert without naming them? Is the website a sketchy blog with ads for survival gear and Bitcoin? You're probably being taken for a ride. Stick with known Canadian outlets and public broadcasters. Use fact-checking sites like Snopes, PolitiFact, or Canada's own media bias fact-check. Hey, real quick, before we go any further, if your brain's still switched on and you're enjoying this, hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Seriously, it helps this channel claw its way through the algorithm and keeps Crabby Tabby's whiskers twitching with joy. Alright, back to the video. A picture with a fake quote slapped on it is not journalism. It's propaganda wrapped in Comic Sans. Reverse image search memes before you share. You'd be amazed how often they're altered or completely fabricated. Accounts that post 50 times a day, never talk about themselves, and spew political venom? Likely fake. Russia's Internet Research Agency made thousands of them. Check the account's creation date, follower list, and posting history. Real people are messy. Bots are relentless and repetitive. You didn't think your Aunt Karen from Red Deer cooked up all those conspiracy posts on her own, did you? Russia, China, and Iran have state-sponsored troll farms designed to erode trust in Western democracies. Canada has been targeted during previous elections, and 2025 will be no different. Anti-government groups, far-right influencers, and fringe political parties use disinformation to recruit followers, solicit donations, and destabilize democracy. For example, and this is just my opinion, Trump recently said he favored the left, Mark Carney, and didn't have a clue who Poliver was. This was to make people vote against whatever Trump favors, since he is so unpopular right now. I will leave it up to you, but he is clearly in favor of right-wing parties. Tell me what you think and why in the comments below. The internet is full of people who don't believe what they say, they just found out rage sells. They'll push disinfo if it gets clicks, merch sales, or Patreon subscribers. Here's how to keep your claws sharp and your brain sharper. 1. Ask, who benefits from this? Is this message trying to sell you something? Get your vote? Make you angry? Manipulation often hides behind a noble-sounding goal. 2. Check the source before you share. If your news comes from a meme, YouTube rant, or rage post, check it before you spread it. You're not a carrier pigeon. You're a citizen. Act like it. 3. Look for context, not just content. Was that quote cherry-picked? Was that clip edited to mislead? A lie can contain 10% truth, but it's still a lie. 4. Resist the urge to own the other side. Politics isn't a hockey game. You don't have to destroy your opponent, just understand the issues. Focus on facts, not factions. 5. Accept discomfort. Sometimes the truth contradicts what we want to believe. That's okay. Growth feels awkward. So does a hairball, but you get through it. What can you do right, meow? Educate yourself about election issues from non-partisan sources. Follow multiple news outlets, including international ones, to get perspective. Talk to people you disagree with, not to win, but to listen. Report disinformation on social platforms. Challenge your own biases. If something perfectly confirms your worldview, it's time to fact-check. In conclusion, here's the brutal truth, dear bipeds: democracy is not self-cleaning. It requires effort. That means using your brain, not just your feelings, to make decisions. It means asking, is this true? Before asking, does this help my team? The 5 rules of stupid people aren't just a warning, they're a call to claws. The less we allow the ignorant to set the agenda, the more likely we are to live in a world that works for the thoughtful. So as the election approaches, be the citizen your cat thinks you are: skeptical, independent, alert, and impossible to herd. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a nap to resume. But I'll be watching. Always watching. Well, if you made it this far, congratulations, you clearly have a functioning brain. That already puts you ahead of half the internet. Now, if you found this helpful, mildly amusing, or infuriating in a good way, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It might seem like a small thing, but for us YouTubers, your engagement is the magical algorithmic catnip that keeps this channel purring. And if you're still hungry for more facts, claws, and fierce feline wisdom, check out some of our other recent videos. They're just a click away, and probably less stupid than what's trending. Remember, use your brain. Not just your feelings. And definitely not your uncle's Facebook feed. I'm Crabby Tabby. Fluffy. feral, fearlessly factual. See you next time.